Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
Jerry.
And Linda.
We're the Village's Newcomers. Hey.
Gizmo's back here.
That's Gizmo right there. And we come to you with various topics from time to time, trying to help folks decide if the Villages is really for them. And sometimes we're just bringing you things that senior citizens like to do. We're right in the middle of this COVID-19.
I hope at the end of it.
Well, yeah, I hope it's the end of it too. But we're kind of not locked down, but we can't get out and interact with people.
No.
So today we're going to do another show where we're looking at letters from viewers.
And we do appreciate all of your letters and your comments and your emails. It's lovely to hear from you guys, and we do appreciate you so very much.
Today we have some letters from viewers.
Okay.
Let's get to number one.
Okay.
Ready? One of the recurring questions that we get, and I'm talking several times a week, is should we still come for our lifestyle experience with this COVID-19 virus going around? That's a great question.
Yes. Well, there are pros and cons to that, really.
Yeah, there are some things that are actually better now, but there are many things that are not better. Now, you still have the swimming pools.
Yes.
You still have all the outdoor activities.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
The golf courses are still all operating.
And most of all the restaurants are open, but most of them are takeout, or they do have distance seating, so you can come to the restaurants.
What kind of things would they be missing out on if they came today for a lifestyle visit?
Well, they wouldn't be able to see the rec centers fully operating, and I think that's kind of fun to see.
Like what?
Seeing all the clubs, the card playing, the domino playing. I guess you could play pool, and I don't know what else you can play. Shuffleboard, indoor shuffleboard you can play. I don't know.
So you're missing out on the stretching
Yes.
and the yoga, which were inside activities.
Right.
But they still have water aerobics outdoors, correct?
Yes.
You know, to answer the question, should you still come? You're still going to have your beautiful villa.
Right.
You're still going to have a golf cart supplied to you to explore, explore. That's what I always tell people. You're going to have a bicycle,
Right.
or two bicycles actually, you
I think so.
can putter around on. And you're going to have the outdoor activities. So, I mean, I think it's still worth it, especially now. And again, we are not authorized by the Villages in any way. But I do know that during summer, the lifestyle visits are cheaper. They're $99 a night, I believe.
Yeah.
And you get all that. I mean, that is a tremendous value for $99 a night.
Right. You can go to the squares. You can go sit out at the Sunset Point and see the sunset at Lake Sumter Landing, which is beautiful.
But the squares will not have the nightly music like they advertise 365 days a year, but not now. But there will be people that bring their own chairs or go sit on the supplied seating there in the squares and just chat and bring a lunch or a supper and eat. But so should you come?
I say yes.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Bring your masks, practice social distancing, have a good time. Here's a question from John. John wants to know, do you think you guys lost a part of yourself when you gave up owning acreage of land like you owned back in Indiana? That's another yes and no question. We sold 85 acres. We had a farm. We didn't live on that farm. We lived in a subdivision of 1 acre. So we had a 1 acre lot that we lived on and an 85 acre farm. It got to be too much for us to take care of. We wanted the simpler lifestyle, so we sold that farm. Do we miss it? We owned it 27 years, something like that. Yeah, we miss it a lot. There were deer and turkeys and rabbits and squirrels. We had a lake. We could fish. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
We loved
beautiful. Yeah.
And 85 acres comes with a lot of upkeep, bush hogging, tree trimming, fence mending, keeping the driveway clean and all that sort of stuff. So it was a little bit much.
Right.
We moved down here. Life is simple. It's a trade-off.
Right.
We love it.
Yeah, simple life. James asked us if we looked at other neighborhoods before we chose the Villages. We did a little bit. We looked at some Del Webbs up along the coast and looked at beachfront property in Destin and is it Pensacola? Yes. And it was lovely. And there were a lot of pros and cons to that too. But when we saw the villages, hands down, we knew we belonged here. There was so much
we
to
love
offer.
the coast. I mean, the views of the ocean, hard to beat.
Yeah.
But here there are many, many, many more activities, and we did consider other options, but we found ourselves really drawn to the villages. Sharon asks us, it's kind of the same question, Are you glad you made the move? We've answered that. We are glad. We're happy that we made the move.
Absolutely. Jim asked us if the seatbelts are recommended in golf carts. And I'd say, I don't know about the recommended, but I sure like having them.
There's no doubt about it. When I get in a golf cart, I buckle up.
Yeah.
I feel if I moved my car from the garage to the street, I would probably buckle up. I'm a big believer in seatbelts.
Yes.
I feel bad without a seatbelt.
Yes.
One of our golf cars didn't have seatbelts when we got it,
Yeah.
and we had them installed.
Right.
So we wear them for every trip. A lot of the accidents that you hear about or read about with golf carts are from the golf cart either turning too fast and tipping over, or somebody hitting them and they tip over. And this way you're safer inside that cart than flying out of it, I believe.
I think so.
That's just our opinion. Mariano writes, he has a question about planting an avocado tree. He wants to plant an avocado tree in his yard if he moves down here. And the answer to that would be yes, you could. You can plant lime trees or orange trees or lemon trees. You could plant crepe myrtle trees. You can plant palm trees.
Yeah.
All those trees are acceptable in your yard here. Now, if you planted bigger trees, you'd have to make sure that it met the village's deed restrictions as far as planting big trees close to the road. But for small, especially container-sized plants you would put up near your house, I think you have pretty much free reign on that. But of course, to always get the official word, you contact the villages.
Robin asked us if HOA fees exist, and yes, they do. Our HOA fee is $159 a month, and that's very reasonable, we feel. It does get a little bit more expensive, I think, in the southern part, isn't it? About $160.
You did what a lot of people do.
What?
There are no homeowner association fees here.
Okay.
It's simply called an amenity fee. There is no homeowners association in the villages. We have an amenity fee that goes to pay for a lot of the fun activities that we. Now, she said that maybe in the southern area there are more. I don't believe that's true. My belief on that is it's based upon when you purchase your home. If you were one of the people that purchased your home back in the 1980s, your amenity fees are going to be less. We bought in 2018. Ours are less than the people that buy today, but only a few dollars.
Yeah.
Ours are
$159.
$159, and we believe that new residents today pay $162. Pretty good deal considering what you get.
I think so.
Julie writes that she likes more open areas and more land between homes. Is there a specific village that we should look at to buy a home in? That's a tough question.
That is.
The villages started in the north, as you know, when we took you to Orange Blossom Gardens, and has come south, 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 south. The villages are each different, but they're basically the same. There are some villages, and I'm going to say Bridgeport comes to mind,
mine too.
where the homes look to be a little farther from the road and a little farther apart. Bridgeport's up near Sumter Landing. But as far as these new developments and villages down here, DeLuna, Monarch Grove, McClure, Marsh Bend, those homes look to all have similar setbacks, similar side yards, and similar backyards. If you want to beat that, then you get a corner lot, or you buy on a cul-de-sac where you'll have a bigger pie-shaped lot, or you can buy a preserve or a view lot, or maybe even on a golf course and get a little more land. But get your wallet ready. Kathy wants to know, are there a lot of 55-year-old people here and under? because the limit says it's a 55 and older community. But there are people under 55 here. They're generally not too far under, but there are people under 55. There's a percentage that in a 55 plus community, X number of people, I think it's 80%, have to be 55 or older, that there are younger people. And we know younger people here in the neighborhood.
Yes. Jeff wants to know if we feel comfortable on the golf course or people behind you. Do you ever feel rushed when you're golfing if someone's moving up and kind of hogging your space, pushing you to go faster? Sometimes. There are people that will be a little bit pushy, and that happened to me this morning, and we were a little bit frustrated about it. And we actually told the ambassador to tell him to back off a little. But for the most part, everybody pretty much respects everybody here and does a good job of keeping their distance and playing nicely.
The Villages is a wonderful place to learn how to play golf. The executive courses are going to tend to have your less experienced golfers playing than the championship courses. Now, some good golfers play executive a lot, but there are a lot of beginners on the executive courses, and that has to be expected. They say in golf, you're allowed to play bad.
Right.
Because you're learning. You're not allowed to play slow. You go to your ball, you be ready to hit. You line up your putt before it's your turn to putt. Those are the kind of things that aggravate the group behind. And it aggravates me too, sometimes. You don't finish a hole, walk to your cart, which is by the green, and then start counting. Let's see, did I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then jot down your score, and then tell your friend to crack a joke, and then take your clubs back and put this one in the right slot and put that one in the right slot and drive away. That gets the people mad. You go to your cart, get in your cart, drive to the next tee, figure out your score, put your club away, and play golf.
And you put your club away before that.
Well, do you?
Yeah.
She does.
I do. You go back.
If you can do it quickly, put it in. But if they're waiting and you're holding up and you've got your putter, your 7-iron, and your wedge in your hand because you weren't on the green.
Yeah, that's true.
You get out of Dodge and take care of business.
Right.
Am I right, fellow golfers? John says, since the Villages are so large, we have no idea where to actually look. I was hoping you could give us a suggestion. Well, it's just like our sales agent, Steve Lightbody, told us the first day we ever set foot on the Villages when we asked him the same question. Everybody thinks their village is the best. Now, ours is the best, but all the villages are great.
Yeah.
Is there one area better than another? Well, there may be one that's closer to championship golf. You may want that. There might be one closer to a rec center that you particularly like. You might want to go that way. But basically, the amenities are going to be very comparable.
Well, we sure want to say thank you to all our viewers again. We can't thank you enough for subscribing to us and listening to us and sharing our life.
That's right. And remember, if you have a question for us, you're welcome to write that in the comment on any videos, or you can send it by email to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com, or you can send it snail mail. Our snail mail address is Post Office Box 888, Fruitland Park, Florida 34731. We look forward to getting back out there and doing our regular man on the street blogs, interviewing people face to face, bringing you things from the town square, and we will do that just as soon as we're safely able to do so.
Until next time.
See you when you get here.